And here comes our first boat of the day in down at Boynton Beach, and the flag's a little calm on top of the boat, so not a ton of wind and current today. You can see the water's moving a little bit, so Cap's going to have to come in a little bow forward, but welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and as I already mentioned, today we are down here visiting Boynton Beach. So our crew's coming in, and no real lines on the ready. She starts to step off, then the guy goes for it instead, and finally Cap comes with a line, but the two crew had no lines, tried to go splits on it. I'm not sure what's going on here, but this crew's helping the lady off the front. And here we can see there, they've pulled her off, and she's sitting on the dock. I'm kind of wondering if she's not suffering from dehydration. And guys, that's a big one. If you're heading out in the water, make sure to drink plenty of water. So after a few minutes of her hanging out on the dock, I think this crew's about to make a move. I'm not sure if they're going to put her back in the boat or if they're planning on getting out of here. So this crew looks like they're going to help her up. And we're going to try and get her out of here and off the docks. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this dehydration, or are we missing something here? So once they get to the top of the dock, they are stopped by local law enforcement here in Boynton Beach to kind of check on them and make sure she's okay. He does clear them and let them go, and she winds up just getting in the vehicle and taking off, again making me think it's not anything serious. The young lady who's in the black bathing suit does wind up coming back down the dock a little bit later and getting back on her boat, and just the young lady who we see here that's being helped off winds up leaving. Now this is an interesting procedure that we don't see very often down at the boat ramp, because you're not going to load your boat on a trailer from behind. But they're backing into the dock stern first, which makes me think they're probably not going to load this boat. That we're either just going to load more people on here or we're going to unload some people. They wind up actually hitting the dock at a little bit of a decent pace. Get a little scuff action going as they approach the dock. But as you can tell here later in the afternoon, you see those flags on top of their boat. It is definitely picked up. The wind and the current have both picked up quite a bit, making things a little more difficult for our captains down here as they come in and try and make approaches on the dock. And here comes our next vessel. So I'm assuming this crew's going to aim for this dock on the left here. Cap's probably going to have to brake check back a little bit and try and get the stern around. And here we go. He makes his approach in on the dock. And he's leaving the helm, he's running toward the front, gets off, no line in hand, just winds up grabbing the windshield instead. They weren't quite ready with the lines. So after a few minutes, Cap does partially get his vessel tied up, kind of ready to go. Heading back into the boat, winds up getting wifey a little love tap right there. And a few words are exchanged. And it's like, wifey's like, I ain't having any of that today. So here we go. He's going to try and finish getting the boat ready to go. What is she doing? Oh, she's going to push him. He winds up in the drink. She came behind him. I don't think she was really trying to push him in. Was just trying to maybe startle him a little bit. And the next thing you know, our guy is down and in the water. Shoes on and everything. I just hope he didn't have his phone in his pocket or anything crazy like that. He is absolutely drenched. And taking it like a champ right here as well. Not really being combative at all. Just kind of like, okay, it is what it is. We're having our fun. But on the other side of the dock, the same time all this is happening, watch our girl in the white shorts here in a moment. She kind of stumbles right there, falls over, but all of a sudden she's dropped something in the water. I don't know what it is, but something has fallen in. I'm not sure if it's a phone or exactly what they're digging for, but here you can see they are now bent over scrambling, trying to find out whatever it is. And this is all occurring at the same time. You can see our jet boat just to the left over here was the crew we were just focused on a few moments ago. So she definitely looks a little distraught. She kind of just stumbled over. I didn't see what was in her hand because the pole's kind of shot blocking us a little bit. I'm guessing she had her phone in her hand probably though. Stumbled over, went to catch herself, and when she did, possibly used the hand the phone was in and wound up dropping the phone, and now we've got to try and figure out if we can get it. So one of the crew members, I mean, there are a couple of them are looking down into the water, trying to see what's going on here. And we've got somebody in the water. So somebody's went in after whatever it was. You can see him right here on the stern of the vessel. So he's getting up. I'm not sure if he was able to pull whatever it was out or not. He struggled. Oh, back in. I think he just fell back in. I'm not 100% sure. He was trying to do something, and in his attempt to do it, he winds up back in the drink. So they're messing with something over here now. I can't tell. It's a ladder. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something didn't fall in. Maybe somehow the ladder got stuck, and that was what they were messing with the whole time. Difficult to tell, but our guy, he got in the water to try and fix whatever it was. And then wound up taking a slip and fall at the end and winds up in the drink as well. So both these crews, the jet boat we see to the left and the boat we see in front of us, wound up with people in the drink over here at Boynton. And that's one heck of a way to finish the day. And speaking of finishing the day, we're going to finish our day right here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.